He made a promise to America. Sitting before the Senate Judiciary Committee in January 2025, Kash Patel looked lawmakers in the eye and made one of the most specific pledges any FBI director nominee had ever made. He said he would roll out the Epstein Black Book. He said he would name names. He said he would bring transparency to one of the most covered-up scandals in American history. The crowd loved it. MAGA loved it. Even Democrats who despised everything else about him were forced to acknowledge that if he kept that promise, it would be significant. He did not keep that promise. And when Congress called him back to explain why, what happened in that hearing room was one of the most explosive confrontations Washington has seen in years. Because the man who promised transparency could not answer 9 consecutive yes or no questions. The man who promised to expose Epstein became the man Congress accused of covering Epstein up. This is that story. To understand what happened in the hearing room, you have to understand what Kash Patel promised before he got the job. During his confirmation hearing on January 30th, 2025, Senator Marsha Blackburn asked Patel directly about the Epstein case. His answer was unambiguous. He promised to collaborate with lawmakers to reveal more about the Epstein scandal. He emphasized his intention to uncover hidden aspects of the case and identify who enabled Epstein's sex trafficking ring. He went further. In a 2023 interview that would come back to haunt him in the hearing room, Patel said the FBI had Epstein's black book with client names. He implied strongly that this information existed, that it was real, and that as FBI director he would make sure it came to light. These were not throwaway comments. These were specific, on-the-record commitments made under the scrutiny of a confirmation hearing. The kind of promises that are remembered. The kind of promises that get played back on video when they are broken. And they were played back. In the hearing room. In front of everyone. The hearing began as a routine oversight session. It did not stay routine for long. Representative Jamie Raskin of Maryland, the top Democrat on the House Judiciary Committee, came prepared. He did not come to debate, he came to play the tape. Raskin played the 2023 clip of Patel saying the FBI had Epstein's black book with client names. Then he asked Patel directly, "Where is that black book now?" Patel's answer was not what anyone expected. He said he did not know if the FBI had the black book. He said he could not confirm its existence. He said things were more complicated than they appeared in 2023. The man who said the FBI had the black book was now the FBI director saying he could not confirm the FBI had the black book. That was contradiction number 1. But it was only the beginning. Senator Adam Schiff took his turn, and what followed was 9 minutes that Washington will not forget quickly. Schiff came with a list, not of Epstein clients, of Patel's own statements, his own promises, his own commitments made under oath during his confirmation hearing. Schiff repeatedly asked Patel whether he had ever fired or disciplined any FBI employee because they had worked on investigations involving Donald Trump or the events of January 6th. He pressed directly, "Did you ever terminate or discipline an FBI employee, in whole or in part, because they had been assigned or worked on an investigation of Donald Trump or January 6th? Yes or no?" Patel would not answer yes or no, not once, not across 9 consecutive attempts. 9 times Schiff asked, 9 times Patel deflected, 9 times the FBI Director of the United States refused to give a direct answer to a straightforward question about whether he had retaliated against his own agents. The hearing room went silent in a way that only happens when something genuinely significant is occurring. 9 straight questions, 9 straight non-answers, from the Director of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Then came Representative Dan Goldman of New York. Goldman had done his homework. He arrived with 4 specific contradictions between what Patel had said publicly and what the Epstein documents actually showed. He laid them out one by one, slowly, methodically, giving Patel no room to escape. Contradiction 1. Patel told Congress that nothing in the Epstein files indicated that others were involved in his sex trafficking operations. The files themselves showed 10 named co-conspirators. Contradiction 2. Patel said the FBI had been fully transparent with Congress about the Epstein investigation. The Justice Department had withheld 33,000 pages of documents that were only discovered because a judge ordered their release. Contradiction 3. Patel said he did not know whether the FBI had subpoenaed journalist Michael Wolff's taped interviews with Epstein. The FBI's own records showed a subpoena had been issued. Contradiction 4. Patel said the Epstein estate